Yeah, what's going on, guys? Your boy VD here, and today we got a nice little title update for Madden 17. This literally just came out a couple minutes ago, like I shit you not. So this is what's going on. We got a title update number 2, the latest Madden. I'm installing the update right now. Like I haven't even been able to play yet, so I can't tell you what if any of this stuff works yet. But first off, we have tuned wide receiver droppings, wide open pass to be less frequent. That's something we've been complaining about for a while now. Hopefully this actually works. I am actually really excited. After all these rant videos everyone's been making, I'm glad that this stuff finally came out. So hopefully this is going to work. Auto moves now set to off for MUT solo challenges. I don't know what that means, but I have all that stuff turned off anyways, so that's worthless to me. Player lock camera fixes. I haven't had any problems with that, so I don't know what's going on with that. Tuned auto broken tackles to be less frequent. I'm very appreciative for this because God knows Ricky Williams. Yeah, hate that man. Variety of defensive run tuning or defensive run game tuning fixes. That's something I could get jiggy with because I'm sure that has something to do with stretch, and we all know stretch is a little bit ridiculous, man. This download is a 4.72 gigabyte update for the Xbox One. That's crazy. We got the strip ball exploit fix, which is definitely something we needed. I would definitely say that the strip was a little bit too overpowered. So I'm glad they addressed that as well. Fixed an issue around clock running out on defensive penalty. Um, I I don't know what was going on with that. Oh, okay. I think that was like going out of bounds and it was taking up the time or going offside. So I think I know what's going on with that. Fixed issue with QBs unable to tackle after throwing interception. That is one that I could get jiggy with because this was driving me crazy, man. I'm sure you guys have seen this before, and you just thought that the guy couldn't be tackled, but it's actually the quarterback was not able to make tackles for some reason. That was driving me crazy. Fixed a variety of rare special team issues. This was like some people were lining up and kicking the ball backwards when they would punt. I shit you not, the punter would line up backwards and then punt it backwards. Like this, that is not a joke. Like that actually was happening. It was ridiculous. Defense tuning versus stretch and outside runs, outside zone runs. So I'm sure this is exactly what I was talking about up here. Variety of defense run game tuning fixes. I'm sure this is going to make it so they actually tackle them, and this is so they actually play it better, I'm going to guess. Addressed variety of fatigue-related issues. There's a few issues with the CPU not getting any fatigue problems, and if you click on, they'd stop running because they actually it's kind of weird. Like if you didn't click off, your user didn't lose any fatigue. As long as you stayed on the same user in the beginning of the play, you never lost any fatigue. Even if your fatigue meter all the way ran down, you were still golden. And if you didn't click on to anyone else, they also wouldn't lose any fatigue. So if you just didn't click on, everyone would still run really quick. But if you say if like they were running on the sidelines and a lineman was chasing him, if you'd click on to the lineman, odds are you wouldn't be able to catch up because he's going to start going slower. Because then as soon as you click on, the fatigue takes a hit onto the speed. Nano detection system improvements. I can only see that being as bad. Nano detection system disabled for user versus CPU games. Now this is a problem. This is for sure a problem. And I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh, why? That's not a problem. Well, now we're going to find a lot of blitzes because I used to use like solo challenges as a way to find some good way for heat to come in. So now I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be randomly sending in B gaps and A gaps all the fucking time. And it's going to make it really hard to find out what's going on. So this is definitely something that I am not happy with. Either it should be verse all of it, not just CPU, or just leave it on all the time. I think it's dumb that I don't agree with this. This is dumb. Not a fan of that. Fixed ice the kicker not functioning in certain situations. I can get jiggy with that. That was annoying. Address users holding kick button to make a delay penalty. Hey, that's something I could jiggy with too because that was really dumb. I'm glad they fixed that. Even though I'm guilty of it, I'm glad they fixed it. Fixed issue with user not being able to switch players in co-op play. Don't know. Tuned wide receiver and defensive positioning on streak routes. That's good too because there was some ridiculous animations being pulled whenever the cornerback would have a clear shot at the pick or when the wide receiver would have a clear shot at racking the ball. There was definitely some issues there. Glad that happened. Tuning adaptive and AI to linebacker fake out chances versus counter plays to make defense reaction better. Probably not good there. Kick meter accuracy range increased. on All Pro and All Madden. Okay, that's good too because the kicking meter was a little bit ridiculous. Actually, the only time where the kicking meter is really bad is when you're playing draft champs. That's kind of annoying. Decrease nearby player penalty for defender interceptions, making interceptions more frequent. Okay, that's good, I guess. I don't really know. Franchise. Yeah, that's useless to me, so I'm not going to look at it. Added the ability to add multiple. Oh, oh, wow. This is cool. Added the ability to add multiple items to a set at once. Now, this is something that I would really like, especially for cleaning out your binder. This is something we can get jiggy with. Everyone should go thank Mutt Guru and think, wow, this is a good one. I can really appreciate that. Improved MUT substitution screen UI. This is something I'll be interested in seeing. But like I said, my update's only at 58% right now. This is a huge update. Chemistry art modified. Modifications, larger images. We won't know what that is till later. Addressed issue where filters in the auction house would disappear. Thank you fucking Jesus Christ. I really, really, really am happy about this. We'd have to quit the game in order for this. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Address the issue where the open packs title would show 0 even if you had packs to open. I don't really care about that. I did notice it, but I didn't really care. Surface the restart button when failing. Okay, this is good because now what this means is you're going to start on restart. That's good. Game speed is set to default for all difficulties, including rookie and pro. No, that's good because this was really annoying. This made it like really hard to run the ball. I would say whenever you'd come out in rookie and you'd be really slow, so it was just a lot harder to run the ball in slow motion. In my opinion, auto subs and MUT solo challenges are now working correctly. Thank the fucking Lord because this was really really annoying. I'm glad that's a thing now as well. Wow, so that's all of them. So all in all, I think this update has potential to be very good. I'm actually very pleased that they really hit everything. The only thing I didn't see on here was the quarterback scramble glitch, but I'm going to guess they fixed that anyways. That's the only thing I don't see on here was where the quarterback wouldn't roll out of the pocket where he'd get stuck. So I'm going to think that they fixed it anyways. I hope that they fixed it anyways. It would be in the gameplay. But I'm going to guess they fixed it anyways. I'm going to hope they did, and if they didn't, then, we got to bring it to their attention, like, hey, this is still a problem. But all in all, let me know if you guys are still experiencing any of these problems, because from what this looks like, I'm actually really happy with the way that this update turned out, and I honestly think, and I know this has been in the works for a while, but I think we need to keep doing what we're doing, and if something is wrong, we need to voice our opinions and say that this is wrong. We need to let them know if something is going on because they can't find it all themselves. And I know a lot of the times you guys might think that we're complaining for no reason, but we really have to complain and convey our opinions out, or else no one is going to listen. They can't fix it if they don't hear it. So I think we did a pretty good job at communicating what we wanted this patch to be. So like I said, let me know if you guys are still experiencing any of these problems, and let me know if this patch is working out for you guys, because I'm actually really excited to jump into this, to jump in for today. I'm at 76%, so I'm pretty much going to be ready to start. It's actually ready to start right now. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, definitely give a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. It's going to be down in the description below. And as always, guys, peace.